Good morning, interwebs. It's 10:49 and I get to be a helper. Steve has been finishing running the wire. He got the wire that he needed to complete his game of wire chicken. And now he's up in our attic. There, I see wiggling. That means he's close.
Am I touching?
You need to go to your right. It's to the south. Keep going south. It's
Am I not even in the right bay?
Yeah, you're not in the right bay. It's south of the white foam. You're going north.
Could you move it to this bay? Because otherwise it's a lot harder to get there.
Yes. New hole. Let me know what else I can do. We're running circuit 2.
Yes. How are we doing on wire chicken? Do we have a lot left still?
I think we're doing okay that we are not going to play wire chicken. Oh yeah, there is 0 chance you're gonna make a third one.
So you still think 0 chance on a third?
Pretty sure. I think there's only 2 coils left in the package. Yeah. Yeah. I think we're losing at wire chicken yet again. New craze, sweeping the nation. Wire chicken.
I'm insulating around the outside of our windows.
And all the other random holes in our...
where the air conditioner used to be, and one outlet. The other one
that's no longer going to be an outlet.
was kind of full of dirt, so I didn't do that one. And I asked you if you wanted to do a before feel and an after feel right there.
Okay. Before, I feel breeze. Like, pretty good breeze. Go ahead. So these were what the window cavities look like from our old windows. They were the kind that had like weights and things. I forget what they're called. But they have like a weight and a pulley down the side. You can still see, like, this is the rope that had held the window on, and it had weights at the bottom. The weights drop over time. Ropes break. And so there's still the weights and ropes for the most part are just in the cavities. And they are partially filled with spray foam because when the people put in our new windows, they were supposed to have, like, dealt with all of the gapping, which clearly they did not. I think they tried, but the foam got stopped up by all of the junk that's in those cavities. So. She's just going to keep shoving stuff in there until there's a noticeable difference.
Well, no, I was just finding all the spots where I could feel
you could still feel the breeze.
I could still feel a breeze right there. Okay, now for the after feel.
The after feel. Okay, there is no air.
That's like crazy noticeable difference.
That's crazy noticeable difference. I was all ready to mock you. But no mocking necessary. Just congratulatory hugging. Yay! So, now what are you going to
do? Were you done uploading the podcast?
No, the vlog is not up yet.
It's
going put.
The next thing on my list is there's an outlet here and an outlet there. And both of those outlets are on the same power circuit as the outlets in here. And so what I need to do is find out if the power runs from that way, this way, and I can just disconnect those two. If it runs this way to that way, in which case I can't.
Oh, because then you have to bypass it or something?
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what to do from there. So that's
you need to be able to turn the computer off, which at this point we can't. You impressed with yourself?
I am.
Are you impressed, Kuma? I saw it through the window and I thought, how can you not share a moon like that? That is awesome. It's just amazing. It's so big. And you can see the, like, dark spots, which, yes, technically have a name. I just don't remember what it is. But every time I see the dark spots on the moon, it reminds me of being in 4th grade. And we did a unit on the moon, and every day, our whole class would, after, you know, we'd all come into class in the morning, and then we'd all tramp outside with our little papers, and we had to draw the gray spots you could still see on the moon in the sky. And I still remember being in Mrs. Hall's class doing that every time I look at the moon. And I am going to go grab my purse and a project to take with me, because that'll just make this meeting more bearable. And I have a meeting to go to in town for the board that I'm on, the one that did the horse parade. So I assume we're going to talk about horse parade and, like, yay, pat ourselves on the back for a successful night. And hopefully nothing too stressful, because sometimes these meetings suddenly get me involved in a whole lot of town things that I don't necessarily want to be involved in. So we will see how that all goes, and I will catch up with you all when I get home. So it is 11:46, and Steve has left for work, and the kids are all in bed. And before I put the kids to bed, I finish my sidewalk shawls. I'm excited. Here it is. Though I even thought I had it all done, I'd woven in all the ends, and when I went to lay it out so I could show you all, I realized there is an end that needs to be woven in. So I will fix that. But there it is. I'm sure that you will see lots of it after Christmas when I get it gifted to myself. So I had my meeting tonight, and it went fairly well, and I managed not to volunteer for anything I shouldn't. I guess I should give you backstory. I'm on the board, which I've talked about. We're in the horse parade and all that stuff. Our main thing that we do is we own the cafe that is in town, which is kind of there as, I mean, it's a business, but it's like a community service. Our meals are relatively low priced. We have a large elderly population. Without the cafe, there are people that probably would not have healthy meals the amount that they do. So part of our goal is to, like, run things at an affordable means for both the cafe and the town. So we are constantly, you know, dealing with issues that come with running a business. Except we're running it as a board, which is kind of weird. And not like a board of people who all want to make money. A board of people with various, I don't know, interests, trying to do the best we can for the town. So I end up with the problem of, I worked at the cafe for about a year. I want to say it was just slightly over a year. Yeah, it was slightly over a year. It was like from April to June. Right? It was about a year that I worked there. And I worked there on Wednesdays, and I helped do dishwashing, and then I basically was waitressing too. And then I was also waitressing and cooking on Sundays and working some evenings, and I worked there actually a decent amount for a while. But I quit there I quit there slightly before I quit managing the store in town, just because it was taking up a lot of my energy and my ability to be a pleasant person to be around in my personal life, just because I was worn out from dealing with all that entailed. Because, I don't know if you can tell this about me, I don't do well at half doing things. I got a piece of, like, wood dust or something in my eye from the fire. Ow. Anyways, I don't do well at, like, half doing things. I get a little obsessed with whatever it is that's, like, my current interest. And especially with something like the cafe, which is really, really near and dear to my heart. Especially because my grandma, who lived in our house before we moved here, the cafe's existence is a large reason why she could live alone the length of time that she did. And so it is very important to me that it succeed. And I have skills that can sometimes be useful to the cafe. Cooking, waitressing, just ability to, like, get things done. But I don't necessarily have the energy or the, like, emotional energy, usually, to balance that well with my life. I also have the problem of, like, once I say that I will work somewhere, I can't let things fail. And so before you know it, I'm working a lot more than I probably should be or necessarily originally agreed to. And around here, jobs, especially part-time jobs, just don't pay very much. So, I mean, it's not like you're getting your money's worth out of it. What you need to be getting is some, like, I don't know, good feeling on top of it. And that part always comes through. But I just know that I need to be very, very careful when it comes to things at the cafe. And also I need to be very, very careful when I go to these board meetings that I don't volunteer for things that are ultimately going to be a problem for me, my family, or that I'm going to have to bow out again because I felt really bad when I quit at the cafe. I mean, I still feel bad about it. Everyone was really understanding and they knew why I was doing it, but it doesn't mean I didn't feel bad, you know? So anyways, that is part of the reason why these meetings are stressful for me is because we'll discuss, like, staffing issues or things that are going on that, you know, we have to deal with because the board is basically the management because there is no, like, individual manager. And I would like to do my best to solve some of the problems, and just given my personality, usually my solution to things is, well, I'll just do it myself. And I need to not just say that, or at least not say that without giving it good thought and running it by my hubby and, you know, planning it into our lives. So I did good. I did not accept employment of any sort at the cafe. Yet another meeting. I made it through without doing that. I did, however, I'm considering doing some work for the city, but we'll see if that all, I don't know, plays out. But so I finished my shawl, and I got my last 2 presents for my nephews ordered online, so they are winging their way to California. And tomorrow, Steve and I kind of looked at what we needed to do in the living room, becoming kitchen, you know. And we need more wire and drywall before we can really do much more. So we're actually just going to get all of that on Friday in Manhattan and go to Menards and do like a big shopping trip because the price of it will be so much less that it is just, it's worth it for us to do that. But that kind of means that the next 2 days are going to be low-key on stuff that Steve needs to do, which I actually think is good because I think he needs rest and, like, stuff. Because I think he kind of hurt his foot doing demo. I don't know. But try to keep him a little off his feet and give him a little break because, you know, we don't want to... All work and no play is no good for anybody. So tomorrow... we're just kind of going to lay low. I am going to try and sleep in tomorrow because basically this morning, I was having a crappy day for no really good reason that I can tell other than that was what was happening, and it's probably stress and, you know, have you seen my house right now? It's a little ridiculous, but tomorrow, what I was getting to, Steve is going to help me mail out all the Christmas presents because I was like, I need help with that. I have a hard time getting all that stuff done on my own. So we are going to finish packing the last gift box, or two boxes, get them all to the post office and get them all mailed out. And that will be good. And I will tell you all about it tomorrow because you get to come along. And I'll talk to you then. Nighty night.